the show. Oh my goodness. We are back indeed. And what a time it has been. It's been a while since I've done one here. Fucking long while.
A minute, you could say. Has it been that long?
It's at least a month.
Okay.
I know that much. At least a month. And this, unless I can sneak one in with Jordan or Aaron before the end of the week, this will be our last episode before Christmas.
Yeah.
Before the holidays, everybody. It's the holidays. And I would say that last Monday was a early holiday treat. That day was a glorious day because the Godzilla trailer dropped. But before that even dropped, all right, because that dropped like probably around like 11, in between 11 and 1 p.m. at some point. I woke up, and dude, all right, because I don't even think I've told you this. I fucking woke up, and god damn it, I can't remember if I was in my room or about to take a shower or what, but I'm looking at my phone, and I'm just doing the, standard morning Facebook scroll. Fucking boom. It says Slayer, Lamb of God, Amon Amarth, Cannibal Corpse. And I was like literally the first thought was, oh wow, that's cool. It must be like a Throwback Thursday post or something like that. Like that was my first thought, was either this isn't my first reaction was not this is an announcement for something that's coming. My thought was this had already happened, or somebody threw this together and said, wouldn't this be amazing? Like, it literally sounds like a tour that you and I would make up in a fantasy.
Yeah.
That's literally what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
And fucking I see that, and then I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? And I scroll up and I see, oh, Slayer posted this. And I went, what the fuck? So I started reading it, and we are excited to announce the 5th leg of our North American tour. And I went, no, no fucking way. And so I just hit see more, scrolled down to where I saw dates, and just looked for MI. Ding, 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 ding. Fucking DT, Clarkston, Michigan, May 19th. Probably the final leg of the Slayer North American tour, with a Lamb of God, Amon Amarth, and Cannibal Corpse. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, it's going to be fucking amazing.
Oh, my God.
Did you get Pavilion or Lawn's tickets?
Lawn,
okay.
because, all right, so I remembered when we were looking up videos from the Slayer tour that came last summer, the 2 times it came through Michigan, one time was at a place called Freedom Hill Amphitheater, the other place was the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. Or no, it's the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater now. Sorry, it changed its name. In Sterling Heights. That place is outside. And when we saw videos, normally it's all seats and lawn, just like DT.
Oh, yeah.
But in the video, they had taken out the fucking seats in the front, and there was a pit, remember?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, that's where I want to be at DT. If they take some of the front seats out, that's where I want to be. And I think they might have. Here's the thing. The tickets, the first pre-sale went live on Wednesday.
Okay.
And that was for anybody who had a Citibank credit card. It was the Citibank pre-sale. And that's, as far as I could tell, that was the only pre-sale that went on Wednesday. Thursday, Blabbermouth, or maybe it was Tuesday that one went live, and then Wednesday was Blabbermouth. I don't know. Whenever I texted you and said I have a ticket, was Blabbermouth announcing their pre-sale code. And it was one day after they had gone on sale for the first pre-sale.
Okay.
When I got on, at that point, first 10 rows in any direction were out. Sold out already.
Yeah.
So there was no, I was like, if I can't be in an open floor under the pavilion, then I don't want to be in the pavilion. So I went lawn. Because let's be real. Let's be real. When those 4 bands are on, any seat in my way will be removed from my way.
Yeah.
Like, it will be chaos. Like, that's honestly, I think I'm gonna go down there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and just tailgate. Like, I want to be there.
That's a good
all
idea,
day
dude.
for that one. Like, I want to see every song from every band. I'm gonna have to bring $200 for T-shirts. I want a T-shirt from every band. Like, it's gonna be fucking crazy. Like, I'm so excited. I cannot believe that tour. Like, the craziest part to me is, okay, so Lamb of God and Slayer, just, you know. But I got into Amon Amarth for the first time this year, and I've never been more into Cannibal Corpse than I have gotten into them this year.
Okay.
So, it's like, having those 2 on the bill specifically, it's just like, oh, man. Hitting it hard.
It's a dream show.
It's a dream show, literally.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get any more specific than it's a fucking dream show.
It's not far off from the list that we've made in the past.
No, we might throw on like a Devil Driver, Children of Bodom, or a Hate
exactly.
Breed. That's it. Weed's legal, everyone. Yeah. So that was that. Okay. So that was fucking crazy. That was a crazy Monday. Oh! And the other part of that story. When I got done reading the article, I immediately posted about it on my page and Lost in the Dark's page. And right before I posted, I noticed Slayer had posted it 2 minutes ago.
Wow.
So Lost in the Dark podcast could have been one of the first, if not the first podcast to actually make a post about that straight from Slayer's page. So I don't know, it's stupid, but I was proud of myself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, man. And then some weird shit happened on Tuesday. Well, Monday night, but we heard about it Tuesday. Some weird shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing that you're talking about the guitarist for Cannibal Corpse. Pat O'Toole, was it?
I don't know.
Wait,
it's Pat O something.
Yeah.
I don't know the last name, but Pat. Because I fuck up. The drummer's name is Paul. And I switch them up all the time.
Okay.
I think on the last episode where me and Aaron were talking about going to the Cannibal show last month, I like went on a long rant about how much I love Pat, and I meant Paul the whole time. But yeah, the guitarist for Cannibal Corpse. So the day after, you know, it gets announced that you're on the biggest tour of the year next year.
Yeah.
The night of. So I mean, details are still sketchy.
Definitely.
But we're sitting here. It's Saturday night, motherfuckers. Live in the crypt right now, and so you know it's been a few days that this shit's been going on. But what happened, as far as we can tell, what happened was Pat ran from his house, which was on fire, into one of his neighbor's houses, and when he got asked to leave, he was like rambling crazy shit, talking about what was it?
The end of days.
Yeah, like the end of days and shit like that. Revelations. There we go. He was like rambling about Revelations and like tried to hide in a closet.
He ended up pushing someone down.
And like someone like probably got up and tried to get him out, and he pushed him aside or down or whatever.
It said down.
Did it? Yeah. But like the statement that the people in the house that this happened to made, like they never said like he tried to steal anything or we felt extremely threatened.
Right.
I don't even think he had anything besides a knife. Like maybe he definitely had a knife on him, but I don't think he had any guns on him or anything like that. And this is Florida, you know. We know. Fucking. But so yeah, he goes into a stranger's house, pushes someone, isn't leaving, is muttering crazy shit. Eventually ends up leaving the house and hiding like behind a fence or something.
Yeah, all we know is that he pushed someone down, and then really it just skips to him hiding behind a fence.
Yeah, it skips.
He was he was hiding in the closet.
Or
at one point.
it said he was like trying to hide in it. So
Okay.
it gives me the impression that he like kind of like halfway went in and then
He was freaking out
he
inside
was
someone's house doing crazy shit.
freaking out. Freaking out.
Yeah. That scary motherfucker. Holy
yeah, he
shit.
does look scary. Like that's but he's
God.
also a death metal guitarist, so
Yeah.
he's supposed to look like that. To us, he doesn't really look that scary, but to a normal person who either someone's running into your house in the middle of the night, that is the last kind of person a death metal guitarist you want to fucking see. Oh my god!
I wonder if they knew about him.
Probably not. I don't know. I would doubt it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it skips to him behind the fence, cops approaching. It sounds like he lunged at the cops with a knife and they took him down with a taser.
Yeah.
And then he was arrested for like it said attempted, like one of the quote unquote charges was attempted burglary, but I really think that's gonna get thrown out because it doesn't ever sound like he tried to steal anything.
Yeah.
Like at no point did anyone say he tried to take our shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was probably more like.
Actually?
And if the door was open, is it breaking and entering?
No. Well, breaking and entering is to enter something with the intent to steal.
Oh, well, if he never had if he didn't take anything.
Well, because I was literally just thinking about that, and then what's burglary defined as?
I would say taking stuff.
Yeah, but then that's breaking and entering.
Breaking and
so
entering.
There has to be some sort of difference.
Well, breaking and entering intent to steal. Burglary actually stealing.
Well, I don't know, because that would
Maybe.
be if you don't steal anything, then it would be attempted breaking and entering, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just be trespassing?
Just running around in someone's house would be trespassing. Yeah, you're right.
So
that is trespassing.
What it sounds based on the reports that I have read. That's what it sounds like happened. I don't know, wasn't there, but at no point did the people in that house say that in their statement that they gave to the press or whatever. They never said he tried to take anything.
Okay. Google says entry into a building illegally with intent to commit a crime, especially theft. But just in,
But if
he had a knife, I mean, then
but
I
did
could
he
definitely.
have it out, or
we don't
was
know.
it in his pocket?
For all we know, he got
You know
it
what I mean?
from the fucking house.
Yeah, that
I
too.
don't even
Maybe
know.
he stole the knife, and that was the burglary.
But he pushed someone down, and if the person is charging him with assault,
they could charge with assault.
then
at
that would
point.
easily be burglary because he went into the house.
And
did he know he was going to push someone
right?
down?
Did he
That's
have
gonna have
intent to? Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. I
Well,
think he was just losing his mind.
He's
going to
get a good lawyer probably, and now they're going to have to prove that intent.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. And I don't. Based on the reports that I've read, it doesn't sound like this was a guy going to attack someone and steal their shit.
No,
or
because
do
I'm pretty
anything
sure he would have
malicious
just killed them
or something
in the house.
in Florida. Like, yeah, like, absolutely. So fucking. And the other crazy part is the next day when he appeared in court, he was in a suicide prevention vest.
Is it though? Have we confirmed that? Because if you look at the footage when he walks up there and talks to him, there's two other people wearing those vests, sitting behind him. There's no guards holding him or anything.
Well, his hands and feet were chained.
True, but those people could be chained up too. I just noticed other people there wearing the same thing.
I didn't notice that because I didn't actually watch footage, but I saw the images, the pictures, and when I looked behind him in the images, I noticed other people in orange jumpsuits. So I figured the other people in the crowd were people there getting sentenced.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
But on the right-hand side, there's definitely a couple dudes wearing those green vests.
The same vests?
Yeah.
I didn't even know those vests existed before that post, literally.
I don't get it because
the
how's
story.
that preventing anyone from committing suicide?
I think that's what I'm wondering.
Doesn't make any
I don't know.
sense.
Because
When you
there's
stab
nothing
yourself
around
in
his
the
neck,
chest?
and I feel like
or his
hanging
wrists.
yourself is the or his wrist. And
Well, I wonder if he was just naked.
I don't know.
Because wouldn't they just put him in a jumpsuit? If he was...
Yeah, I don't know. But so, yeah, and it's such a bizarre story. I really want. I mean, the judge said something about you have to pass a drug test to do something or something like that. So I'd really like to know the results of the drug test
to be able to bail out. But then they set a bail.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Would they set a bail if he?
In it, like on the condition.
Sometimes
they
it could
do
take
that.
like 20 days to fucking
Figure out a drug test.
Yeah,
No.
just stupid because we can go get one from the dollar store and have results in 10 minutes.
He never fucking. I don't know. That really came off to me. None of them really come off to me as drug using, Cannibal Corpse especially.
People are saying meth. Because his face. Do you see his face?
Yeah.
He kind of has meth face in that picture.
Yeah, he kind of. But here's my. That thought went through my head too. But my other thought was, well, he lunged at Florida police with a knife.
Yeah.
They might have beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't get it. It wasn't easy for him.
So if he got batoned in the face, then that
Yeah.
could explain his face.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah.
But then again, there was no like bruising that I noticed.
Yeah, it didn't. But it was. Yeah, because when he was arraigned or whatever they did, he sentenced. They didn't sentence him.
Yeah,
already.
I don't. Whatever that was.
It's probably arraigned on charges.
Charged. Yeah, something.
Fucking but yeah, that would have been at least. It was the next day, right?
Yeah.
Or a day later. He would definitely have something.
Yeah, yeah.
Marks.
You'd have a bruise by now. Yeah.
He looked fine the second day.
So, I don't know, man. That's a weird one. Like it's to me, it sounds like either a mental break out of nowhere for no apparent reason, or
Well, we know nothing
drugs.
about his life.
Yeah, exactly. Literally nothing.
So,
Literally nothing. The only thing I know is what I saw in the Cannibal Corpse documentary, which was filmed 10 years ago.
Been watching that, by the way.
You haven't?
I'm like hour and a half in, maybe
It's
an hour.
Fucking incredible.
Really good.
It's fucking, and it gets better.
I
trust
love
me.
that they print out shit tons of fucking flyers.
Yeah.
And I
Those
have one of
multicolored
those flyers.
Yeah, they pretty much invented that
Yeah.
shit. They pretty much not invented it, but
No,
like
but
really
they
made it
really
what it
went
was.
hardcore
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. No one had gone harder than that before, and it worked.
In the death metal scene, at least.
Yeah.
There could've
Oh
been
yeah.
Something original.
Well, I don't know. Cause
Well, we haven't watched every documentary.
well, no, what I'm basing it on is concerts, and I guess I haven't really gone to any other genre of concerts. But I was just gonna say I haven't really seen those for any other kind of. I guess though when I see those now, it's just like like some venues have them and some don't,
Yeah.
and they just print shit for
But
what
we're
they're
also
having at their
just
show.
in Michigan.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Things we do
Like
everywhere.
fucking exactly, yeah. That's true.
And they weren't even in Michigan. So
No.
at the time if we were doing this while they were doing that, we'd be like, there's no one printing shit,
Well,
you know what I mean?
They were like in the northeast corner, though, like by Buffalo, New York, and shit.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That went to Florida. I
And-
want to go to that record studio. Do you think they still exist?
In Florida,
Yeah.
they do. Yeah, they
It's
absolutely
way
do.
more expensive now.
Oh yeah, I know. But the what I don't know. Obviously, I haven't looked into it specifically, but what I've observed through watching documentaries, bands like Cannibal Corpse and Twisted Sister, or anybody else from that northeast corner area, not quite New York City, but the surrounding areas and shit like that. Detroit was always on there. If they were on a tour, Detroit was the stop.
Yeah.
Because it was close. You know, it was
Yeah.
relatively close. So, and at that point in time, especially back then, Jesus Christ, you did not need no fucking passport to use Canada to cross
Yeah.
through any of those borders. So, it is a shame. Fucking, yeah. So Detroit was always a regular hit for them. So maybe back then in Michigan, we actually would have been like, holy shit, Cannibal Corpse flyers. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Yeah.
who knows? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. It's just something I noticed that, like, every time they would go outside of their local scene, Detroit would seem to be a regular stop for those bands at those points in time.
Right.
That documentary is fucking unbelievable, and make sure shit, like, look it up on fucking I don't know, probably probably Wikipedia. It probably listed on Wikipedia, but find because it's like a 3 or 4 disc documentary. Make sure you find every fucking disc worth of stuff, especially like the bonus one, because the bonus one goes fucking deeper into specific things. One of those specific things being their album artwork.
Yeah.
And Mr. Vince Locke is featured. Like, he's featured in the normal documentary, but in the bonus features he's featured much more heavily.
Okay.
And they like it's like, you know, all the stuff they didn't use in the main documentary basically, and it was fucking awesome. Like, really fucking cool.
What was that?
It was it's all good though. But yeah, make sure you fucking catch like the bonus features on that one.
Did they ever fucking like put it out on DVD? They had to.
Yeah, I have it.
You have it. You actually own it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it. I watched most of it at Great Lakes on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I liked it so much that I bought it.
How long is it? Is it like 5 hours?
If you include the bonus shit, it's like a 7-hour long documentary.
Yeah, because I think I was
It's
watching
enormous.
part 3.
It's an
and I'm an hour and a half.
enormous. It's huge, but it's a unbelievably definitive first 10 or at that point in time. I'm sorry, I think it would have been 20 years at that point in time. Yeah, first like 20. Yeah, it was 20 years of torment. Yeah, and fucking. So it's a fully encompassing. Like, these are our first 20 years. And you want to know what's crazy? With how many lineup changes they went through at that point in time and shit, since then, from then till now, I don't think they've gone through a single lineup change. I think everybody's been the same.
Really?
Yeah. From when the time that the lineup they ended on in the documentary, they still have today. Yeah, definitely. Because that documentary showed Rob, the other guitarist, coming back after he was in it for a while, then he left, and then he came back and was better than ever. And he was actually the side of the stage we were standing on. Paul and Alex, the bassist, are the 2 original members. And then Pat, the guitarist, came in at some point, I think right before Wretched Spawn, a little bit, somewhere around there. Probably before, a bit before. And obviously Corpse Grinder came in at Vile on the 4th album, and he's been it since. So yeah. Not a lot of lineup changes since that documentary was made. Honestly, not a lot of anything except for new albums. And a fairly regular touring cycle. This Slayer tour is way out of the norm for them. It's huge. Like, it's been a long time since they've been on a major tour, and so like, and it's so fucking crazy to me that Slayer picked, because all these bands that are on the Slayer Final World Tour, Slayer's been hand choosing.
Yeah.
They get invited, and I was literally saying on another podcast, or another episode of the podcast, that to me, like, even though thrash metal is a much more popular form of metal, if you're taking popularity out of it and just looking at genres, you look at death metal, and you look at thrash metal, and it's Slayer and Cannibal Corpse at the top. They are equal at the top of their respective genres.
Yeah.
For a specific reason, too. For the fact that they remain true to their sound throughout their entire careers. Yeah, it's arguable at one point in time, a couple points in times, Slayer maybe altered a little. They did, in the early 2000s, have one album that had a little bit, a sprinkle of new metal in there.
No.
I think there was like a turntable at one point or something. And Kerry King even said, "That's our fucking risk." Like, that's our one that we don't like to talk about.
Yeah.
But all the other albums, that's their. I think he said what it was is it's our Kiss Disco record or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
But yeah, literally, besides that one moment, they stayed true to
Yeah.
what they were for their entire career, and no matter what, the original fans stuck, and that's what it is for Cannibal Corpse. That's what it is for they have so many parallels in their shit. It's insane to me. So to me, Slayer and Cannibal Corpse are on, very equal ground in my personal little book.
Well, apparently, fucking motherfucking Cannibal Corpse is the highest selling fucking death metal band of all time.
Yeah, they talk about that in the documentary.
I did the math, broke out the calculator. For sure, Cannibal Corpse has sold more records than Lamb of God. That just blows my mind.
But they also have way more.
They have 10 albums.
Cannibal?
Yeah.
I think they have more than 10.
10?
I think they have
10. But maybe they just...
I think they might have more than 10. I'm pretty sure they have more than 10.
Yeah. Look it up.
Because
fucking Google.
Because Corpse Grinder came in on number 4. Yeah, maybe about 10. Yeah, maybe you are right. And Lamb of God has like 6, 7. I guess close. Let's check it. Take a look. See.
Take a look-see.
Take a look.
Discography. Alright, studio albums.
Hush,
1, 2,
call.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Slayer or Cannibal has
Cannibal 14 albums.
Cannibal has 14. Okay. And Lamb of God,
They have like 5 or 6.
I think.
You can name
at
them out
least
loud.
6.
You don't even need to look that one up. Are you kidding me?
As the Palaces Burn.
Oh, you missed fucking the first one. American Gospel. New American Gospel. As the Palaces Burn.
New American Gospel is their first
Yeah.
album?
As the Palaces Burn.
Oh.
Sacrament. No, not. Wait. No, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ashes of the Wake, Sacrament,
Yeah.
Wrath,
Resolution.
and then Sturm.
Theodore and Strom. And wasn't there one more?
If you count the fucking that one that they just released.
Legion XX. No, you're right. Yeah, that says Burn the Priest. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
it's-
5, 6, 7, 8. Well, no, 7.
7.
Because
you could
the
say
very first
9
one is
if
Burn
you
the Priest.
combine Burn the Priest.
Yeah, exactly. If
Yeah.
you include Burn the Priest, 9.
But to me, like Lamb of God was on Guitar Hero. Everyone knows fucking
Laid to Rest.
Laid to Rest.
That's how
Isn't that
everyone-
weird?
It
They seem so much more not commercial, just well known.
Well, it's
But they're not.
But it's just because of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Like you remember,
Everyone-
like
yeah,
like
it's
you and
funny.
I had owned Megadeth albums for years, and then all of a sudden everybody discovered Symphony of Destruction. We're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we know it's awesome.
Yeah.
We know. We've been trying to tell you this for how long?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, that's
That game did a lot though.
is that game and like Hot Topic
Yeah.
that really fucking started to mold it
Right.
into because the with the introduction of MP3 players, CD stores were on their way out. They knew kids weren't really going to CD stores anymore. Besides us, by us I mean specifically you and I,
Yeah.
because there was never anyone else even in them.
Right.
But fucking they knew that they needed a fucking way to keep it moving. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I'm so glad that we caught the tail end of CD stores. So happy about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Got a bit
so
of it.
appreciative. Yeah.
I only did it once, but I did sit there. No, what am I talking about? FYE used to have the stands, but in an actual local store, sat there, asked to listen to a CD, and they busted out the headphones. It was
Mhm.
testament. You know, like, put it on for about 10 seconds. You said, took them off. You said, sounds like Metallica, and walked away.
Yep. But yeah, FYE used to have those stands. CD Warehouse used to. Tower Records used to. Where you just like walk up, scan it, and then you can listen to samples of all the stuff.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble used to. Shoelers.
Well, the one place that we went to, he just busted out the CD
Mm-hmm.
when he let us listen to it.
I went into fucking Schuler's the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, because me and Jordan have some traditions. And one of those traditions is, I swear to God, one year, like, I don't even know how long ago now, like at least 6-7 years ago. At least 6-7 years ago now. I was like, I need to go to the mall and do some Christmas shopping. He's like, so do I. So we met up and we went to the mall together to do Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
And fucking he had to like convince me. He's like, come, let's go into fucking Yankee Candle. And we were fucking blitzed.
Yeah.
Fucking we go into the candle store and proceed to smell every candle on every shelf, every different scent together. We
All
were
of them?
in that store for like an hour. Like an hour and a half.
They're small stores, too.
Tiny.
They're not even...
Very small. We were talking to the people that work there. We had a whole thing going. Like, it was fucking crazy. So, subsequently, every year, we meet up and go to Yankee Candle because they have some really good, like, you know, you can get, like, a handful of $10 cool-ass little candle things and give them out to people, you know? So it's a good place to get gifts. And because of that, every year we've done some
Every
Christmas
single
shopping
year you
at the
pull it
mall.
off.
And we don't go every year and smell every fucking candle.
No, but you
anymore.
still go every year?
But we still try to go every year, yeah. To
I
at
can't
least
believe
go
I'm just
Christmas
learning
shop-
about
yeah,
this.
go Christmas shopping together
What?
and stop at Yankee Candle. And we did this. Damn it! Now I don't even remember why I'm telling this
That's
story.
so crazy.
But we did this last weekend. We
Yeah.
were like, all right, let's do it. And fucking, I was like, you know what? Let's have a good day. We'll go out. We'll get some fucking food. We'll make a day out of it. Because there's been other years where we're both so busy. We're like, all right, I'll be at the candle store in the mall in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And we literally go into the mall, don't go anywhere else, just go straight to the Yankee Candle, meet up there for a minute and leave. You know, there's been years like that. But this year I was like, you know what? We got some time. Let's fucking enjoy this. So we go in. We're at the mall. We're milling around. And we literally go up and down. There's like a centerpiece, and it's like a cross with a centerpiece. So there's 4 like lanes to go down,
Okay.
right? We go down every fucking lane, and we're like, all right, Yankee Candle lane time. We're walking down. It's over on the left, and it sticks out because it has like a wooden border
Okay.
around the outside of it. And I look over, I see the wooden border, and there's no Yankee Candle sign.
No.
It's gone.
What?
Turned into some bullshit fucking hair salon or some
Oh, really?
weird
Yankee's gone.
fucking not Yankees
No,
gone.
I
Yankee
know,
from
but-
the mall. That
yeah,
mall
I know,
is
but
gone.
still, they're fucking falling out of malls. That's a sign.
I mean, I just think malls are dying. But
That's true. They are dying.
Yeah.
I think that's just fact.
yeah, but I was like, Jordan. He's like, he looked at me and he saw me looking in that direction, and then he looked, and was like, oh, like it was just such a
Wow.
crushing fucking. I literally sat down on a mall bench.
It's a blow.
Like, I had to sit down for a minute and realize what was happening. It was fucked up. But you know, there was another one in another mall relatively close, Eastwood, by the fucking movie theater, and so we went there and we still did it. But I was like, kind of going to the one in the mall was kind of like the thing.
Yeah.
Like the other one is like an outside strip mall. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not, you know,
No,
it's
that's
not
not the same.
not the same.
Well, and you have to like.
There's no Spencer's there.
Yeah. Right.
Like, Spencer's the last real fucking store in existence. Like,
Right.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I didn't even go into Hot Topic this year. I was like, I stood at the doorway and looked in for a minute, and I was like, nah. I don't see anything. I usually at least take a peek, you know, I'll have a cool like Nightmare Before Christmas thing or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, why was I telling that fucking story? Damn it.
We can review the tape, but
no,
no.
I'm not going back.
No.
It's gone. Shit. Really wish I could
We were
remember.
talking about Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, how did I fucking get to Christmas shopping and weird traditions? I remember that far back. But before that, it's gone.
There's like one dude that's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If anybody listens to this, they're screaming it because when Joe Rogan does this, I'm sitting there screaming it like, "Oh, I remember. I wish I could tell you." Like, no. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, we still had a good time. You know, it was still a good day. But man, I was like, well, now we have to come up with some new something. Like maybe now, you know, we just call it Christmas shopping instead of going to the candle store or whatever. But bum me out. Bum me out. Because it was such a weird thing that I loved. I can't believe you're just now hearing about it either. Because I loved telling that to people. Like, it's such a weird fucking thing that we go in the fucking candle store and smell all the fucking candles.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so crazy. Well, I've been known to trash talk Yankee Candle, and now it almost
overpriced as shit.
it kind of explains. No, that's not even it.
What is
I
it
didn't like the smells.
Really?
Your face. Whenever I say it, you always have like a like you kind of you're neutral, but you don't like that I'm saying it kind of face.
When you talked about your dislike for Yankee Candle on me before I make a face?
Yeah, you could
Really?
kind of
I didn't know that.
stand up straight.
What don't you like about Yankee Candle?
Oh,
I don't
well,
particularly like them either. You know,
I think it's the store.
The only
Instant.
reason I went there, like the only reason why that was a place I wanted to go, was because there was a specific candle my mom liked, and it was, I still remember, it was the Christmas wreath, and
Okay.
I even liked it because when you fucking open that shit and smell it, it's a goddamn pine tree
Yeah.
in the can.
I
Like
always like
there's
that.
no other smell coming through. It's straight. You just stuck your face
Yeah.
in the most wonderful pine tree you've ever seen.
Okay.
And so I even liked that smell. And they only obviously had it out at Christmas time. So I like to go in there and get her that one. And that's kind of what sparked the whole thing. So, but that was kind of the joke. Was because like 99% of the fucking candles we smelled, we were like, this is fucking disgusting. But there are gems.
Yeah, that's
there are
the
gems.
fucking thing.
That's the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
see, I think just the smell when you walk in, it's the exact smell that I don't like. That weird, like, homey sugar cookie and,
The
like,
smell
all
of
those
the
weird...
store doesn't smell good.
Yuck.
I
Yuck.
don't like the smell of the
90%
store.
of them that I don't
Yeah.
like at all.
Yeah.
I've been fucking around at the store, and they have it's like the fucking off-brand Yankee Candle, but it's not an off-brand. It's made by Yankee Candle. It's the Epiphone to Gibson.
Okay.
Of
Yeah, I think I
candles.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it says like
think
buy
Myers-
Yankee
I
Candle.
think Myers has it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fucking but most of them I hate, but there's a couple that I do like. Like they had a really good pumpkin pie one, and then what is it? It's like called Santa's Coming. It's basically Christmas smells.
Alright.
Pine tree mostly, pine tree, and then like those random weird things you'd smell at grandma's house when you're a kid.
All right. I
You
like
know what
that.
I mean? Kind of cool,
Hell
but
yeah.
I should fucking go and check out a Yankee Candle, but they don't fill the room that well. They really don't.
Fill the like with smell.
Yeah.
I feel they work for me.
Yeah.
Like whenever I burn one in my room, I'm like,
You're nice here.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
happy with it? Okay.
there's another one, like a non-Christmas one that I've always liked is Midsummer's Night. That's a good one. I used to have a Midsummer's Night thing in my car. I like that one a lot. And there's a few other, but honestly, my favorite ones are always usually Christmas ones that smell like pine trees or something.
I love the natural smell.
Yes,
of them.
natural ones. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. And then like for some reason I love cranberry.
Have you ever tried Candle by Serenity by Jan?
No. Oh.
I wish that was a real thing so
Yeah.
bad. Oh, my
Well, someone
God.
said they smell like crap. Michael didn't.
Jim looked like you wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
It's like halfway to dry heaving.
Do you want them to come back? I seen a video.
The Office?
Yeah.
Did you see the Saturday Night Live thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I seen some dude was saying that it shouldn't come back because when shows come back, it's just not the same, and they should just leave it like, all right, it's perfect, it's fucked up. It could most of the time it's bad, so they shouldn't do it. We should leave it as it is. But I completely disagree with that because you have to fucking take risks. You know what I mean?
I disagree with that as well.
Yeah.
And to note, X-Files. Every time X-Files has come back, I have loved it. Especially now, like the most recent 2 seasons. Like the most recent season, I didn't like as much as the one before it, but I still liked it a lot. And you know, I think sometimes he's right, but not all the time. That doesn't hold true to everything.
No.
I think if they were trying to
there's
like
things that it's definitely right about things.
Yeah, there's things that would never work today. There's things that are a perfect encapsulated story and don't need anything else.
Well, I'll mention what he fucking brought up. He brought up Arrested Development.
I didn't watch. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
I
show.
know. But what he was saying is that because there's such a gap, the actors are different people than they were when they did the original run up.
I do agree with that.
I do agree with that. I'd say Steve Carell has grown a lot, but he could still do Michael if he wants to. He's fucking a genius. John Krasinski though, he's the only one that might.
Oh, I think he could still do Jim
I think
all
he
day.
could still do Jim.
And
he
Steve
could do it if he wants to.
Steve Carell, fucking just a few years ago, did Anchorman 2.
Yeah.
If he could do, that's where Michael comes from. Like,
but the thing is, I think Michael is too brilliant. He became Michael. He was fucking Michael.
But here's
Michael was a person.
Yes.
And that took how many seasons were they together? 8?
7. Michael was on for 7 seasons.
Okay. 7 seasons to take him. It only took him 1 or 2 to get there. The first season was practice. And season 2, he was Michael.
Season 1 was like
what, 6 episodes?
Yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah, 6 I think.
Okay. And then, but yeah, second season he was Michael. So that's just halfway through 1 season. By the end of fucking. It could happen.
I don't think it needs to be brought back per se. But
just continued.
Here's the thing about it, all right? That show is a PBS documentary, right? Yeah. And the last episode showed them watching the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay? So what I would do is you don't have to bring it back, but you could do a 5-part, 5 hours, full hours, whoever the fuck owns this, NBC, I think. Full hours. That means
60 minutes.
60 minutes, and then add in your commercials. Not this 42-minute commercial hour-long bullshit. Bullshit.
Ugh.
Good Lord.
Fucking garbage.
Pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
But it is ridiculous. You're shortening shows so you can get in your ad space. Go fuck yourself. But
it's a dying industry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It'll be gone.
These are the last gasps of a dying advertising industry because people realize that commercials are bullshit.
Well, just cable, period.
More people are like me and realize that commercials insult your intelligence.
Cable insults your intelligence by running those commercials.
Exactly. But here's the deal, all right? As amazing, as brilliant as the show The Office is, I'll try it. I don't know this one.
It's an amber ale.
Fat Tire? I should try this. That's pretty good.
It's got an amber tang.
It's smooth. I like
twang.
it.
I wouldn't say tang.
Twang?
It's a twang.
Twang?
The amber twang.
Okay. So as amazing as The Office is, there to me there are certain things that have left me a little bit like cheated.
Okay.
In a sense, not cheated, but just left out that I didn't want to get left out.
Yeah.
Specifically, like you said, we spent 7 seasons with Michael Scott, and
His children. What?
Ultimately, he becomes a character. There's one episode in particular, but ultimately he becomes a character that is a flawed. He's a clearly flawed character, but ultimately looking for love.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's his progression, and it especially comes forward in the episode where he has everyone write note cards of a date for him to call. And one of them, Kevin writes down the phone number to Wendy's restaurant. Oh my god. Dude, this is a Wendy's. God damn it, Kevin. It even says, alright, Wendy, a hot and juicy redhead.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'll just have a Frosty. He makes an order. It's so fucking funny.
They just need the writers.
But
The
yeah,
actors can perform.
well,
They're professionals.
A lot of the actors were the writers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Ryan,
That is true, they
BJ
wrote a lot
Novak,
of
and
it.
Mindy fucking wrote a lot of that. But and you know what I watched out for? What I watched out for, because a lot of people make jokes about that one intro where they were all staying quiet. Remember? They were all,
yes.
we haven't talked in 14
Yeah.
minutes or whatever, and then Kevin eats the candy bar.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Fucking. So, a lot of people make meme jokes about referencing that in The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
As, you know, jokes about, like, Quiet Place prequel, and it shows that or whatever. And, so fucking. Last time I watched that episode, I paid attention to who directed it, because I was like, if John fucking Krasinski directed this episode, that would be crazy. But it was BJ Novak,
Okay.
actually, that directed
That would be
one.
fucking crazy.
Right? Yeah.
Like, whoa, dude. What the fuck?
That
Why?
would be fucking crazy. He just has a thing now. Silence.
Yeah.
But no, fucking. We get to see Michael fall in love, but then like there's okay, so yeah, he kind of becomes that character in that episode when he is trying to convince everyone to write a name down on a card, where he's like, he says, I want to play catch with my kids before I get too old, and kind of makes a joke but to do that I need to have sex, and to do that I need to be in love, and you know what I mean. But that's kind of like that I always felt was a really good encompassing of that character, because he's misguided and goofy as fuck and an idiot, but it's like his heart is always kind of in that place of genuine, like, genuineness.
Yeah.
He's not trying to offend anybody. He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
You know? So, to see him fall in love, propose, and then he leaves. And in the Phyllis, when Phyllis gets married, he says, I'm trying to get everyone excited about her wedding, because when I get married, I want her to get everyone excited about my wedding. And then he goes on to say how awesome his wedding is going to be. We never get to see that.
Yeah.
You know, we never get to see him actually get married. We never get to see his kids. We get to see Jim Pam have a kid, but we never get to see Michael Scott have a kid. And then when he comes back for his final cameo, we still never get to see anything.
Yeah. True.
You know, and he only has a couple lines, and it's like I wanted to see all that. You know what I mean? I feel like it's unfinished business. But there's a way to resolve that.
Oh boy.
If you quote unquote bring it back.
Okay. Yeah.
But for 5 1-hour long specials, because the whole thing was a documentary. Where are they now?
Just where are they now?
Just where are they now? Episode 1 is...
It doesn't work on cable, though. Would have to be something else.
What do you mean?
HBO.
Why?
They're not gonna run. I guess it would have to be like, kind of like how they do a Stephen King.
Yeah, they do it.
What is the name for that?
Just have it be an hour-and-a-half long block and put in 30 minutes of commercials. They would do it. No, they do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
but no. You said it's 47 minutes for an hour long, so that's 14 minutes of commercials.
Sometimes it's 41 minutes.
2.
41, 42 sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
20 minutes on an hour.
Yeah.
So on
Full 20 minutes on an hour.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. That would be about 25.
Yeah.
No, 30.
Why not? They do it. They do it. Like whenever I watch a Doctor Who special, they do it for that. But then again, that is not an American Broadcasting Network. That's BBC. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, fucking. I think they could do it. I think they could do it.
They could do it.
And you do Where Are They Now? You do episode 1 Shroot Farms.
Yes, easily. Well,
then in
yeah.
episode 2 you do Michael Scott, and in that
I think you start with Michael and then
maybe
do
you start with
You
Michael.
probably start with Michael.
And in that
Have to.
episode we get to see, like, he shows us wedding videos.
Oh yeah.
And videos of his kids getting born and stuff like that. That's
so
what I
just an
want to
hour-long
see.
episode about each character.
I would not
5, so you only want 5
Hold
of them. All right.
not
okay.
listen. 1 about Michael, 2 about Shrew Farms, 3 about Jim and Pam, 4 about everyone else.
But that's 5 right there.
No, it's 4. Ryan, Kelly, Aaron, Andy, Creed.
Oh, so you want more
Meredith.
than 5 episodes?
No. In episode 4, we go over all the other characters. Besides Jim and Pam, Dwight and Angela, because they're married, and Michael and Holly. So we get those 6 characters in 3 episodes. And then episode 4, we get all the other characters. Where are they now? Now, like, we left off Stanley in Florida. Is he still in Florida? What's up with Phyllis and Bob Vance real quick? What's up with Ryan and Kelly, because they ran off together real quick, and Aaron and Andy and all that real quick, just like they each kind of get 10 minutes in a 60-minute episode or something like that. And then the 5th episode, just like the last episode of The Office, where they all got together on stage and talked to the crowd, the 5th episode somehow brings them together in some sort of reunion. Maybe
I like it.
However they want to do it. That's what I do. I don't bring it back all the way. But because the show was like this documentary thing, it lends itself to this Where Are They Now special.
Yeah, it does. No, and it gives you closure.
Exactly.
That's what you're really looking for.
Exactly. And it makes it so, exactly, it gives us all closure. It makes us all happy. We get to see everybody again. And it's not a gigantic commitment for any. It's not. We're not coming back for 24 episodes. We're just each coming back. Essentially, we're each coming back for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Our individual one and the one that brings us all together.
I like it.
I think that's how you do an Office reboot.
That's smart. Yeah.
It's
not really a reboot.
No.
It's
I
more
don't
of
know.
a special.
Yeah. Literally, it could just be a fucking special.
Something.
Except there is one thing. I do have the complete series on DVD. That means that if that happened, and when that version got released, I would have to buy a new complete
So it will
series.
cost you some money.
It will end up costing me money. But, hey, fuck it. Maybe that one will be on Blu-ray. Fuck. So, yeah. Wow, man. I don't even know how we got on The Office from Cannibal Corpse. We're on a ride. We're getting lost in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go from the crypt. Here we go. Motherfuckers.
Well, I was actually, because you're the crypt. I was thinking Elysium. I'm
Oh,
just joking.
all right.
You're
I thought you were serious, but I liked it. I liked it. I was like, all right, go for it.
We need some
But
like
alright.
feathers. There's not enough
Yeah.
feathers in here for
That's
that.
true. Some sort of Stargate. No, this is the crypt. All Lost in the Dark is always from the crypt, wherever we may be. It's the crypt. There's actually a new new to me sort of podcast that I've been listening to. It's only like 30 minute episodes. So you
Yeah.
can go through a bunch of them at a time. And I think it's like one of the biggest podcasts out there. So
Okay.
and like I found it because around Halloween times, like BuzzFeed or something made a post of the 15 spookiest podcasts or something like that. And I was looking for that. I was like, I want to fucking hear some ghost stories or something. And like number one on all the lists I found was this one called Lore.
Oh.
It's just called Lore. And I think it started in like 2015, so it's a few years deep now. And I think, as far as I can tell, it's huge. I think it's one of the biggest podcasts besides like Rogan out there.
Okay.
And it's like I said, it's like 20-minute long episodes, and it's almost like a documentary on tape, but about like folklore or a legend or
Cool.
something. You know what I mean? And I actually, especially, it's kind of annoying sometimes, but I kind of like it because the title of the episode and even the description of the episode does not tell you shit about what the episode is going to talk about. So each episode, it's like going in totally blind. You don't know what you're about to learn.
Yeah.
And all of it is historical accounts. All of it's like, this is what the accounts are. And I was listening to a bunch of them. And there was like one about Mackinac Island. And there's one about the Beast of Bray Road, Dogman.
Nice.
And there's actually another one about this. How do I want to say this? The situation that a lot of people think spurred the legend of the werewolf, the loup-garou in France. When I'm sure you've heard about this on
The
like
loup-garou.
a History Channel thing or something. Like at one point in time in France, like a whole bunch of fucking people were being attacked by what was being described as like a werewolf, like a Dogman thing.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people were literally dying, fucking massacred. And there was an episode in like hunting parties, and like the king's best men went out and fucking tried to hunt this thing down and all this shit, and fucking eventually, after like years and like a ton of dead bodies, someone fucking killed it. And yeah, it was like a giant wolf that stood up on its hind legs.
Fucking dog man.
Fucking Dogman.
We need to go dogman hunting, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Fucking bro. We should get a fucking hotel in Raid City.
Could arrange this next summer.
Yeah.
We could do a whole Lost in the Dark expedition.
Spring. Shit.
Lost in the Dark expeditions. Oh, I love that. I love that title.
Be a thing.
We could film the whole thing.
Be fun.
One weekend. 2 men. 1 mystic creature. Yes. Fuck.
I like it.
That could be awesome.
Fucking A.
We should do that. But yeah, so there's all these. So there's some episodes about that stuff. Some notable haunted places that I've heard of in the past. But there was one episode that caught my attention specifically. They kind of wanted to bring up to you because I thought you'd think it's interesting. Because you know, in a couple of these episodes, and I've heard, like, I don't know, I keep hearing like in the ether, I keep hearing this brought up that in the past, a tradition around Christmas time with families was to tell ghost stories.
Really?
Apparently. And I don't remember our family ever having anything like this.
Well, definitely not.
No.
No.
But I like it. So I kind of wanted to bring this up because, you know, it's close to Christmas. And this is, I think, a pretty interesting thing. Now, there's this guy, and now I'm citing all of this is coming from Wikipedia and the podcast lore, okay? Definitely check that podcast out, everybody. It's fucking incredible. It's like the Vsauce for, like, Dogman and ghosts and stuff like that.
Right.
There was a guy, Antoine Delamont. Antoine Delamont Cadillac was his last name, Cadillac. So that's where that comes from. He was he's the founder of Detroit. He's the man who founded the city of Detroit.
Yeah. I know.
However, before that, he was like tasked with going to make the settlement that would eventually become Detroit. And like he was like all pumped up, like finally I got like a big job. I think like the King of France or whatever told him to do it, something like that. You know what I mean? It was a big deal.
Okay.
So on a night before he goes out to do this, like they're having a big banquet for him because everybody knows he's about to go do this really big important thing. And while everybody's sitting around fucking getting drunk and like having a good time partying, a lady walks in with a fucking cat on her shoulder. And she walks up to the main head table where everybody is and this Anton guy is fucking, and says she's a fortune teller and she can do that. So she goes down the whole line reading people's palms and shit like that. But telling them things that she apparently couldn't know, quote unquote, about their past. When she gets to Anton, he says, I don't care about the past. Tell me about my future. And so she does something and proceeds to say, you're going to be really fucking important. But it's clouded. There's something wrong. You're going to found a great city. But there's going to be a lot of hardship. And because of the hardship, the city's not going to bear your name. It won't be named after you like it essentially should be. Mm-hmm. Since you're the fucking founder of it. And she says, but you can change it. You can change your future. The future isn't written yet. You can still change it. But the key thing, the one thing that can bring you down is if you offend the Neon Rouge. Neon Rouge. Nainrouge. And when I heard that during the podcast, I went, "Oh, the Rouge River." That's interesting. And there's a river in Detroit called the Rouge River. Apparently, what it is a mythical creature, and it's a red dwarf.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Little red guy.
Little red guy. And apparently at some point after Anton had essentially laid down the roots for what would become Detroit, one night he's walking home with his wife and this weird little fucking creature appears in front of him and he like tries to hit it with his cane and then it disappears.
Yeah.
And apparently that was him offending it. And then stuff started to go to shit for him, and he fucking, as we know, the city does not bear his name. But later, when the two brothers who founded Cadillac were looking for something to name their company, something with like prestige, that's what they went with.
Huh.
But the thing about this, the weird thing about this thing, is that these are French settlers. A lot of the time, a lot of the time, folklore is something that is coming with them from France. But there are no records of any kind of folklore having anything to do with anything like this at that point in time. There is some loose folklore with the local Native Americans, however, that reference something very similar, as it turns out. And what it essentially is some sort of a bad omen. Much like what the people of Point Pleasant refer to when it comes to the Mothman. Because the most famous accounts of the Mothman is him appearing before disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Neon Rouge, apparently. And even more interesting, I don't remember. I really wish I remembered the date. I don't remember the date. But at some point in time, yeah. This is from Wikipedia. Legend holds that Neon Rouge's appearance would presage terrible events for the city. The creature is said to have appeared on July 30th, 1763, before the Battle of Bloody Run, where 58 British soldiers were killed by Native Americans from Chief Pontiac's Ottawa tribe. Supposedly, the Neon Rouge danced among the corpses on the banks of the Detroit River after the battle, and the river turned red with blood for days after. According to the tale, all the misfortunes of Governor and General William Hull, leading to the surrender of Detroit in the War of 1812, are blamed on the Neon Rouge. And then there's also, though, another one, recently enough to where they had power lines. So recently, within that time span since we've had power lines, I think sometime in the 1900s, they had a fucking huge, like, mega blizzard in Detroit. And, like, a day or so before the blizzard, there were some guys out working on a power line, and they looked over to another power line and saw what looked like a child climbing up it. So they run over, and when they get to it, the thing is reaching the top, and they can see it's not a child, but it's a short man with a big red beard.
What the fuck?
He, like, jumps off and disappears.
Yeah.
And then Detroit has the big blizzard. So I just thought, I don't know.
that's
I just thought
random.
it was a pretty cool, like, interesting little piece of Detroit folklore that I didn't know about that dates all the way back to its founder. And apparently,
We should have started out with that. Because we're buried that one about an hour.
Hold on, though.
In.
Hold on, though. The Neon Rouge is called the Demon of the Strait.
Oh, the Demon of the Strait. I like that. What if we did fucking just like 10-minute videos on fucking on local myths and legends?
Just Michigan stuff?
Yeah.
I would like that. We could. Apparently, though, there's a fucking... Here we go. The Neon Rouge... Listen to this, Preston. The Neon Rouge legend has become a part of... Jesus Christ. The Neon Rouge legend has become part of contemporary Detroit culture. Each spring, the city hosts a community festival and costume parade called the Marche du Neon Rouge.
March.
There's a fucking Neon Rouge festival in Detroit every year that I didn't know about.
Dope.
We should go. Podcast about that. That'd be sick.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
In the spring, so it's coming up in the next 6 or so months. I'll keep an eye out.
It's 3 months away.
Yeah.
4.
I'm sure there's a Facebook about it. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be a cool little tale to tell. while we're getting lost in the dark right before
Oh,
Christmas. Right before Christmas.
I like that. I was kind of thinking we could watch Wayseer.
The Wayseer Manifesto. You know what's weird is I was thinking that too. Actually, we should watch that tonight.
We should definitely watch it. I watched it a couple days ago.
I haven't watched. What day?
Tingles. I don't know.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So 2 days ago, the day it randomly popped in my head for no reason. 2 days ago. Just saying.
Interesting.
Just saying.
But we could scoot the screen up to right here, or we
don't
could
gotta
literally
watch the
throw it
whole
on right
podcast.
now, though.
We don't gotta
But we could watch videos and stuff. You know what I mean?
talk over.
We have a screen. I could even go in and edit it because
Yeah.
now we have a video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could just like the trailer reactions,
Yeah.
throw it right down in there. We could sit here and react to stuff in the podcast.
That's true. Are you tempting me to watch the Godzilla trailer again?
Want to watch it? I'll throw it on.
You know what? Let's do it.
Let's watch the
You know,
trailer.
this is the
Watch it.
first time we've ever been on video for a
Yeah.
full show. We could try to do some multimedia. Wait. Let me see your background again.
Doodle?
Nyla, everyone. That's the puppy. She has been on this podcast.
Yeah,
We've heard her.
she's made an appearance.
She's made a few appearances.
Yeah.
At my house and here.
Oh yeah. Well, she's been on video too. Venom. If you
Oh,
want to see
yeah,
more of
that's
Nyla, just go to the Venom review.
We should make her own Instagram. Hashtag Nyla, hashtag Demon Dog. Wait, what is... I want to watch that later. Meet some
I know.
Max
What?
Savage.
3 days ago. Oh my God, it's Max. I just said Max. Mag. Motherfuckers. Oh wait, this is reaction.
We're number 3 that pops up when you search that?
Bullshit. There's no.
Dude, I'm right there.
There's no.
Dude, what the fuck?
No. Alright.
108... We're above a 19,000 viewers.
There's no way.
What is that?
There's no way.
Because
Because
that's
we have
gotta
more
be...
views. I'm gonna go here. We have a VPN.
That's gotta be...
So this is
Incorrect.
completely
This is what? Like,
not
neutral?
even close. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not signed in. Never even search this. There's no way. What am I looking up? Godzilla.
2 reaction, whatever you just searched a
Yeah.
second ago. That would fuck me up. How are people having 19,000 views? God.
No. See.
Yeah. Nowhere near it.
Oh wait. Godzilla trailer 2 reaction. See, why did I wonder?
Dude, Godzilla trailer 2. Yeah.
Wonder how far down we have to scroll.
Probably pretty far. Jesus, you know what makes me happy is this many people. That means this many fans are out there. This many.
I know,
Look at
it's
those
wonderful.
faces. Those are the same faces I made.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. This many people out there love it the same way I do. Oh,
It's fucking beautiful.
that makes me so warm. Oh, that's such a good feeling.
Okay, let's get back to what we're doing.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer together.
Oh my God. Had everybody-
Oh my god. Real quick. Pause this. What do you know about the bidet?
A bit.
You been looking into them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I have. I kind of want one.
I think I'm gonna buy a Hello
might-
Tushy.
A Hello Tushy.
Hello
I don't know
Tushy's
the
like
brands. Are they on Amazon?
I think so, but they also like one of the owners of that company is a comedian that was on Joey Diaz's podcast, and Joey
Segura?
Diaz had no, and it was a lady. I don't know her name, but
It's not his wife.
no, but Diaz has had one for a while, and there's two of them. There's two models. There's like a $70 one that's like normal,
Skip
and
it.
then the $100 one is temperature control.
Oh,
And it's
Key.
a portable one. So literally,
what? You take it with you?
No, but you don't have to replace your fucking toilet. You just screw it on underneath the toilet seat.
Yeah,
You
see,
pop
now-
off the toilet seat, screw it on with that.
On the
Or something.
H3 podcast, Tom Segura was on there, and apparently H3 bought one of those screw-on ones, and they weren't liking it much, but Tom has one. It's integrated. I believe you want fully integrated bidet action. I think it's key.
It's probably ideal, but it's probably more expensive than $100.
Oh, you have to. It has to be.
Yeah. I'm just looking for.
If you spend the $100, don't buy the $70 one. If you want,
Yeah.
that's just cold water all the time. Then
Yeah.
you know, if it's not
Well,
temperature control,
Yeah.
it's gonna go. Or you can connect it to the hot water, but then that's just pure hot water.
Yeah.
No,
You don't. I don't think you have to. I don't know how it works. It says
you gotta
but
connect it to your water.
I know,
It
right?
has to. It has to. There's
Somehow, or maybe there's
unless
just
you
a
put water
hose.
into the bidet. Yeah, but the hose would connect to the water line.
or it would just sit in the toilet.
No, there's
No,
no. way.
yeah, you're right.
The water line is
I
right
don't
in the
know
back
how
of the
it would-
toilet. There's
What?
a hose that runs from the toilet from the wall.
Yeah,
Right there. I can guarantee it. That's where it connects to.
yeah. I don't know, but I was looking into those.
You want temperature control.
Yeah.
No doubt. Your parents will probably be happy about it. Bam, there's a bidet in the fucking bathroom.
Interesting.
Well, the thing is, I think it was that podcast. They said if you got even a tiny bit of shit on your arm, would you take a piece of toilet paper, wipe it off, and walk away?
That's
No.
so. That's what I heard in the commercial for one time. It was like if you like were cleaning up your dog shit and you got some on your hands, would you just wipe it off with a paper towel and be done? Instead of
No.
washing it with soap and water.
Never in a million years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So why do you do that to your asshole? Like that was the logic that made it click in my head.
Maybe we
like,
just
son
gave
of a
up on
bitch.
it.
And
They
then
gave up on the whole. Because
yeah.
why else? Because it
Well,
doesn't. It's just
on the Diaz
too much work.
podcast, she kind of explained why, like, because apparently, fuck, I don't remember enough to say it, but it was something about weirdness. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but there was some reason why it hasn't caught on here like wildfire yet. But anyway, enough about the bidet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your take on the bidet.
No, it's interesting.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Here we go. Godzilla. King of Monsters.
Hello?
Trailer 2.
Is anyone there?
Oh, I love that shot.
I'm trying to reach-
Devastation. Everything's burning. Her next line is, I'm trying to reach Monarch. They showed it in a different teaser once.
Okay, we got Rodan. Busting through the motherfucker. That. What is that?
What is that?
Ah. Let's pause it.
Let's find out. Let's take a close look.
Senators, we believe.
Stop it, you dick. What is that? One,
Look
two,
at that
three.
right there. Look,
That's a scorpion, but that's not a scorpion.
I'm not aware of anything
It's a lag.
on Ghidra looking like that. But here we go. Look at that. What is this? Some kind of oil field?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if Godzilla is just swimming around, Ghidra comes out of ice. Mothra is a larva at the beginning of this movie.
This is going out of a desert.
And Rodan comes out of a volcano. This doesn't make sense.
That looks like a desert.
This makes no sense. What is that thing? Okay, let's continue. I don't know.
Senators, we believe that these titans are just the tip of the iceberg.
Jesus Christ.
It was
That,
very.
stop,
yeah,
pause
yeah,
it. Let's go back to the mountain. Because I think that's where it is. I think that's what...
We have something. I seen in the video. Something's going on right here.
Does
Check
look
that
like
light.
it.
Oh no.
Oh.
That
Right here. There's a fin coming up. That might be Godzilla. Watch, right? Literally, that thing right there. You'll watch it rise.
yeah.
See
oh
that?
yeah. But Anguirus has the same shit.
Yeah, it does.
But that does kind of look Godzilla.
Could be Godzilla coming out.
So then, along here, what about these little spikes?
I don't know. I don't know. So we could have mystery creatures. It is because this, I could see some oil refinery shit somewhere along here. You know what I mean?
Well, we have something.
Yeah, there's some kind of settlement.
Yeah, but think about everything that was flying into the air. There were no trees. It was sand.
Yeah, it's true. And these are fully grown trees. That means something would had to have been there long enough for those trees to grow.
This. Those are just big ass boulders.
I think so.
Just looks kind of awkward. I think that's what they're trying to do. That's what I figured from the beginning. But these fucking lights, fucking my shit up. Like yeah.
I can see it good from here.
Which of these titans are here to protect us?
Mothra.
Mothra. Protect us. Mothra, Rodan.
Titans are here to
Threaten us. Ghidra. Oh my god!
Yeah. Dude, my favorite scene is when he drops his head down on the street.
Oh yeah, dude.
No. We would be his.
Oh. What is that? Why is he fucking... Yeah, I know that, but why is he down on the ground like that? Right there. I love it.
Oh my god, it's so funny. What is that? What was that? That's Rodan. Or Ghidra, I think. Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Oh, beauty.
Oh! Shit! Oh my god. Was it? Look up. Spin move. He was taking out planes with that spin. And we got Godzilla fucking charging.
That scene's... That's weird. I always thought that was weird. Look at...
He run. It's awkward when he runs. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not.
Look at his arms. Strange. That's literally that scene right there is the only thing that my only complaint about the entire thing. They look awkward.
I mean,
That's nothing.
I can't believe how fucking awesome that looks. Jesus Christ.
This is beautiful.
It really is.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool.
It really is. Like, I don't think the monsters have ever looked this good.
No.
Like, this is my
Problem.
favorite interpretation of these creature designs.
Yeah. I agree.
And it's like they stuck to the original. They just updated it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, nothing's off. They look great. Well, Mothra, I mean, is kind of completely different.
Mothra looks more like an actual moth,
Moth, yeah.
in real
Was
life.
it-
So
the original Mothra was like a cotton ball attached to another cotton ball,
Yeah.
stretched out. He looked weird. His
cartoony.
head was a circle.
It was cartoony.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a half butterfly.
I'm not gonna lie, Mothra wasn't really my favorite character at all.
I
Not
never
even
liked
close,
Mothra.
honestly. Yeah, not even that
It was
cool.
always like the random friend that would show up. So one time they fought each other, and the rest of the
Yeah.
time Mothra helped out
Right.
on Monster Island.
Oh shit! We should watch all of them.
We should.
Do a review of every single Godzilla movie.
Well, I don't know when the last time is that you watched Godzilla versus King Kong. It's
6 years.
Terrible.
Terrible? No, it ain't
It's
that terrible, but
it's
it's fun to watch.
It's fun as fuck to watch. I
Yeah.
love watching it. Don't get me wrong.
There's some. It's weird, but yeah.
But it's rough.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's.
But you can't
rough.
judge it on that.
I mean,
You can't compare it to
No, no, no,
movies
no, no.
nowadays.
no. I'm not saying it like that. What I am saying is that
I get what you mean.
it's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
And but however deserves the treatment it's about to get with Godzilla vs Kong in 2020.
What about the scene where they're busting through the building? Doesn't it take like 5 minutes? What?
Yeah.
They're like trying to split a building in half. I hope they do that in the
I
new
hope
one.
they do it and they like just instantly like in one swipe
Smash
from both
through
of them.
it, yeah.
And it's kind of like a joke, like
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Callback.
Yeah, callback. Yeah,
Dope.
yeah. I'm sure there'll be a lot of callbacks.
Yeah.
First time I see a trailer to that, dude, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Because that was always my favorite one.
It's
growing up.
weird that they're doing this. Wait, was Godzilla vs King Kong after Monster Island and Ghidorah?
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think.
I think it was kind of early.
Yeah, I think Godzilla vs Kong was. early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that they're doing it the other way around. Because now they're gonna have to. But
kinda
what
thought
the
so, too.
yeah? What's gonna happen in this movie? That it has to be brought up in Godzilla vs King Kong. You know what I mean?
And if we're using Godzilla as an ally in this movie,
They tried to
Kong-
make Kong look good.
Kong was a good guy in his movie,
Yeah.
so why are they fighting?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's started filming or something. They're working on it already. This is coming out the year after. Like it's this one and the Godzilla King of Monsters and then Godzilla vs Kong the following year.
What if they turn Godzilla on us?
He becomes a bad
What
guy.
if they make him the bad guy?
Oh my god.
They did that in the old movies.
Turn him into an evil Godzilla, like where he's just straight
Dude,
fucking demon.
He was that at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if they do
That'd
that?
be fucking brutal. R-rated.
R-rated. It would be kind of fucking brilliant, though.
Yeah, it would.
Make him the fucking bad guy. Godzilla comes back, and then make Godzilla a good guy again.
Yeah.
Restart it all.
Good.
Flip it.
Like I have no problem though with this being a 3-movie trilogy.
Oh yeah, just ending it after Godzilla vs King Kong. What
Yeah.
about Megalon? I want to see Megalon
I wanna see
so
Mechagodzilla.
bad. Mecha Godzilla. What about Space Godzilla in 2025? Oh,
Biollante. I would like to see an Anguirus.
I want to see all of them. I want to see everything that has ever been created in that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Except for the fucking that one swamp one. Not Biollante. The other thing, he looks like a pile of fucking trash. Garbage bag that was left out for too long.
I don't know that one. Smog Monster?
No, it might be Hedorah.
Hedorah. Might be.
It's like
It's weird.
weird shape, pointless. I've seen it too many times. It kept. whatever channels Grandma had when we were kids.
It was.
They used
it
to
be
air
like
that
on
shit.
AMC
Yeah, they used to air those movies fucking all the time.
all the time.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we watched a lot of
Movies,
Godzilla
yeah.
movies. All
They
the
didn't.
time.
I watched Megalon and Guy Getting With You. They would
Yep.
always show Hedorah. They would show the one, the crab guy too.
Yeah. I don't
Those two
remember his name.
a bunch of times. I remember thinking like I've seen these so many times.
Yeah.
Weird, but hey, the future is looking awesome.
Oh my god.
So many good things to look forward to.
Well, I mean, off the bat in January, Punisher season 2, final season of Punisher is coming out, and then I'm sure not long at all after that, the final season of Jessica Jones will come out, and then that'll be it for Marvel on Netflix.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we got Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man. And
Spawn eventually.
is that this year?
I don't know, but it will happen, and I'm pumped.
I think my money's on that'll come out 2020 as well. I think
Sure,
they're gonna
but
start filming.
We
next
should
year.
start promoting it now.
Spawn's gonna be
We
amazing.
want everyone to be into that.
Spawn's gonna be fucking Todd McFarlane at the helm. And didn't they cast Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Kennedy is Spawn. Oh my god. So bad.
That would be bad.
Oh god.
Jamie Foxx is Spawn.
Who would do that? I'm trying to think of a director. I'm trying to pull up a movie. Whoever made the fucking Mask too.
There's a Mask too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Jamie Kennedy's in it.
He has the mask?
I think it's his kid.
Oh,
Son of
Mask.
Mask, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Woo! Jamie Foxx, though. Isn't he going to be
Yes.
Spawn? Is that confirmed?
I believe so, yeah.
I think so. That's awesome. I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Well, we'll call it.
You want to call this one?
Yeah, I have to piss.
Real. So
Real.
do I, quite frankly. I mean, you can go piss and we can continue if you want. What time is it?
I need another beer.
11:30. Yeah, we can call this one. Let's wrap this up.
Honestly, I don't know if the video's even going.
Let's
How much longer we have?
let's bring this ship into port.
Oh yeah.
let's fucking round this out. So this is, it's very possible that this is our last episode for the holiday. We will be back, definitely, no matter what. I mean, it'll probably get posted New Year's Eve or it'll be posted New Year's Eve at least. Our top 10 metal albums of the year episode. And yeah, have a very happy, lovely,
Happiest.
safe holiday season.
Safest.
Whatever fucking holiday you celebrate, it doesn't matter, because what the holidays are about, don't forget, in the immortal words of Ricky LaFleur, it's about getting high and drunk with your friends and family, and that's it.
It.
Get fucked up
Nothing else.
with your friends and family. That's what it's about.
And if you have no friends or family, you get fucked up alone.
The liquor is your friends and family. Be the liquor.
Joy, I hope, if you have no friends or family, I really hope that you're into music. Really hope.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Imagine if you have no friends or family, but you don't like music, you don't like movies or television. If you go to the woods, probably.
Maybe they like painting.
Yeah.
Maybe
Art.
that's the thing, art.
They sit there and stare at art.
Make art.
Or you're just so busy that you have no time for any of that. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? But sucky. But after a month, your body will get used to it. And then there's nothing else like it.
That's true. That was an interesting place to go with that. I was just saying getting high and drunk with your friends and family is what the holidays are all about. That's what we're doing right now on Lost in the Dark podcast.
Yes.
But, and you're all here to enjoy it with us. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Bring this shit in. Facebook, Instagram, check us out on there. We're very active. And
Talk to the people.
we will talk to the people. We will, hopefully it's going.
It could, yeah.
It could be dead. We will maybe be back at some point this week, maybe not. If not, have a very happy holiday. We will be back before the new year, and then we'll be going into 2019 very strong. We'll be going 2019 strong. All sorts of new shit coming down the pipeline. So I hope you enjoyed getting lost with us.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, guys.
We love you all. Happy holidays.
Woo!